This is the BOS dashboard, and BOS just stands for Business Operating System. And everyone who joins the Business Growth Accelerator gets their own copy of this as part of their membership. It's built on a free product called Notion, and it can be customized to any business, no matter how big or small. And this is yours to keep. Even if you decide to leave the program when your membership ends, you still get to keep this dashboard. Now, I'm not going to go through the entire operating system today, but I do want to show you a couple of things related to our discussion earlier about entrepreneur types. Now, if you're a technician, this dashboard's probably going to make you salivate because everything that we've built in here is designed to help you manage your business practically on autopilot. But if you're a visionary like I am, you might be a little nervous or overwhelmed. And all I can tell you is don't be, because I have designed this entire dashboard to be simple and intuitive to use. It's built with intention and purpose, the purpose being to radically reduce the stress and confusion that you're feeling right now. And let me show you what I mean. So one of the very first steps in creating a business that grows both your wealth and your freedom is documenting the processes that you've done so that you can easily outsource them later, whether it's to contract labor or to an employee that you hire. And so I just want to take you here into the company playbook area under company. And we'll click on this. And what you're going to see here is I've got some templates set up for you. Now, again, this is all for you. So this is designed to show you what to do, to teach you how to do it, but then you input all of your own data. But here at the bottom, under company-wide, because we've got it broken out into marketing, sales, operations, like all the major stuff that you would need inside your company. And if you need to add stuff, you can add stuff. But we go into the product list here and we click open, or I'm sorry, the process list, excuse me. And what you'll see is I've got each one of these areas laid out here from marketing to HR. Now, you may need all of this because you've got a larger company, or you may not need any of it, not need much of it. So, for example, you might be like, Jason, I don't have HR stuff because it's just me. Well, okay, then you don't have to worry about that. Just close that down. But for every single process that you do inside your company, like literally everything, we want to create a playbook for that thing. So, for example, I've got one here called Upload Podcast to Libsyn. So twice a week, I do a podcast, and once that podcast is done, it has to get edited and then uploaded to Libsyn. Well, how does that process happen? Well, we've already gone ahead and created all the templates for you. And so if I click here on Upload Podcast to Libsyn under the marketing area, you're going to see, and I can make this full screen if I want to, you're going to see every single step that needs to happen in order to upload that upload that podcast is right here. We've got a little table of contents at the top. There's a place for you to upload a video because I like video tutorials as well as visual and written ones. There's a checklist of every step. So whoever you turn this over to, they can go down the list and make sure, did I do everything that I was supposed to do? And then if they need insight or they need to understand how to do one of these steps, then underneath you'll see, well, step 1, go to Libsyn and log into the account. And there's the username and password. And then we scroll down. What's the next step? And we click on the top right? So it just takes you through this process that anyone can use in order to do this job. And I created this. This is actually from my own company playbook. And the reason I created this was because I didn't want to have to do this job. It's a menial labor sort of job. It can be done by a child. So why would I spend my time doing something that's not to my highest and best use? So again, even if you can't push this off and you can't do it for somebody, or I can't put it off for somebody else yet, at least you've got it documented. So when the time comes and the finances are there, you can shift it over and start hiring someone to do this. But what else might we do in here? Well, I mean, what else do? I upload videos to YouTube. Let's just keep it in that same vein. Upload video to YouTube. Do something like that. So that's another one that we need to have a documentation for. Well, that'd fall under marketing as well. So I'm just going to click here into a new cell and I'm going to say upload video to YouTube. And what you'll notice is the templates are already installed. You don't have to do anything else. Just click open and look at what we got. Everything that you need to create that playbook for uploading the video to YouTube. Who's the author? Well, that'd be me. And the creation date, the last modified date, all this stuff so people can tell, hey, when was the last time this was updated? So we'll update it today. And then you go down, record. And the easiest way to do this is just to record yourself doing it one time and take screenshots of the process as you go. It's not hard to do at all. And then you just drop them in here. And all the step-by-step walkthrough templated stuff is already there as well for you to create a first-class playbook for anything that you're doing. And if you do have larger teams, one of the great things about this is your teams can do this, because if you have a business that has people already hired, that there are some things that they have their own processes for, and you don't know how to do everything in the business like you did really early on. Now they know how to do things that you don't. I have a John who is a contractor for me and handles all of our podcast advertising and billing and all of that stuff. He has an entire system that he uses in order to send out invoices and collect payments and how to schedule the ads. And that entire process is being documented as we speak in my company playbook, because we need to have it. What happens if something happens to John? I don't want John to go away. John's great. I want to keep him forever. But what happens if he goes away? Well, I want to be able to find somebody else and say, here, go to the playbook. This is exactly how you do everything that needs to be done inside the business. And this is really just step one, as I said, as you come in, is beginning to document that process. But you can see now how it kind of gets a hold and gets a framework around the processes that you're already using. And then we've got areas in here like your goal setting. We've got all the processes for how you do your strategic planning, whether you're a one-person show right now or you're already working in a team. How do you set your quarterly benchmarks? How do you do your weekly sort of meetings with your team and with the other stakeholders in your company? And not only do we have all the stuff for you, like all the frameworks and processes for you, we also have an entire on-demand training library that teaches you how to implement each of these steps, each of these processes into your company. Okay, so hopefully you can see just how much work we put into creating a business operating system that can transform your business from dysfunctional to one that functions whether you're there or not. But that's just the first part of this program. The real value of the Business Growth Accelerator is in the coaching and support that it provides as you work to implement the system in your business. And that's what we're going to dive into in the next training. So make sure that you're on the notification list right down there if you haven't signed up already, and I will talk to you very soon.